So I realized that our money habits unconsciously dictate our life decisions for better or for worse. That's why I wanted to share the money habits that changed my life, that allowed me to achieve my version of financial freedom at 26. What's up guys, it's Nick. As you know, I'm a recovered shopaholic, now a money mindset coach, empowering working professionals to fund their dreams into reality. So my goal for you in this video is for you to really think about, what does my money habit reveal about me and my life decisions? Because I realize that our money habits, they are really a mirror of how we make life decisions. And this happens on a very, very subconscious level based on the beliefs and values that we grew up with. And that's really why when I coach my clients with mastering their money mindset, their money beliefs, their thoughts about money, it creates a ripple effect in how they make better decisions in their career, relationships, and just overall well-being. That's why I got inspired to share with you the 5 money habits that changed my life and allowed me to fund my dream life that I have today. So if you're all about that, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel because I do have a new video every single Saturday. The first money habit is asking yourself intentional questions before you spend. So my favorite question to ask is this aligned with your life vision and mission? Or will this fast track or delay my big dreams? And it really gives you perspective on what your priorities are, what boundaries you're willing to set, and more importantly, what do you truly want? Because sometimes we immediately give in to like what's available around us, what's on sale, what looks cute, what looks appealing, and all of that. But we forget to check in and tune in with ourselves. Like, is this something that I truly want? Is this really important to me? In the sea of so many options, we really need to make the conscious choice, the conscious effort to check in with ourselves. That is this something that is truly valuable? Does this spark joy? Does this truly help me in being a step closer towards my dreams? If you are so overwhelmed with where your money is going, or you are totally running blind with where your money is going, it's also because you're probably confused with the direction that you want for your life. You're also confused with where your life is headed. You know, the money habits that you have is really interconnected with the life decisions that you choose to make. So for instance, when I was so impulsive with my purchases, I also didn't think about, you know, is this the career path that I still want to be in? Is this the kind of lifestyle that I still want to have? Is this the time? Is this how I want to keep spending my time? When you first do the work, when you do the work of actually checking in with yourself, what do you truly want? Where do you want your life to go? Because money becomes a tool to help you get there. So for instance, for me, when I was having my coaching business, being a coach, for me, this is a long-term career, the path that I want to take. This is where I see myself for years and years and years. So when I saw this program that I felt so aligned with, you know, the skills that I want to hone as a coach, it was like a 150,000 course. I had to take a step back and really check in with my vision, because it's a huge, you know, investment. I had to check where, you know, if I do this, how is this going to impact my life 1 year from now, 5 years from now, and all of that? How is it going to benefit me now and for the long term? And is it aligned with the next level version of me? By the way, I did dive into, you know, how important it is to have clarity on your life vision and your life mission, you know, the direction that you want in your life, to have clarity on your purpose, in my free masterclass that I just had today. If you saw this video, it already happened. So if you want to watch the replay because you missed out, you can DM me on Instagram with the word replay so that I can send you the link and you can catch up, because there's a lot of really important tips and important realizations that I shared in that masterclass that allowed me to be financially free with just one income stream. Second money habit is having regular meetings with mentors or accountability partners. I realized that this is one of the life-changing things that I did when it came to shifting my mindset, shifting my thoughts and habits around money. Because that's when I really realized the mindset blocks that I had around money. Because sometimes it's all up in our head and we think that it's this huge mountain, when in fact it's really just a bump in the road that we deal with in the road towards, being our best selves, achieving and funding our dreams. The reason why is because you really become like the 5 people that you surround yourself with. So think about the people that you surround yourself with. You probably have adapted the habits that they also have, the mindset, the perspectives that they also have. I'm so thankful that I can consider my older sister as my mentor. But the thing is, I had to ask her, like, can you be my mentor? Because I know my sister has been successful in having her own business, and I also wanted to put up my own business. And so I wanted to be surrounded by someone who has been successful at the thing that I want to achieve, and who also understand the struggles, who understand that it's possible to overcome them. Because then your perspective shifts and you realize like there's so much more options, there's so much more possibilities than you think. And the second mentor I have is a coaching mentor. So when I wanted to level up as a business owner, as a coach, I wanted to have a mentor who specifically understands what it takes to get there. And so for me, I've shared in my Instagram before that behind every success is a mentor who empowered you to take action. And I'm so grateful that I do have that coaching mentor as well, because I invested in that program that I mentioned earlier. And it's just so powerful because, and this is also what my clients share with me as their coach, as their mentor, is that it's different when you really verbalize the beliefs, the thoughts, the fears that you have, because that's when you really can separate what is in your control and what is something that you can take action on, and what is truly the solution that you can come up with. Because what I love, like as myself being a coach to my clients, is that I help them find out their own solutions, for them to increase their options but still get to the result that they want. This is the perfect segue to shout out my client Anne, who graduated from my coaching program. For this case of Anne, like, she's a financial advisor, and I love that she's like, oh, I want to help myself first before I can serve others. She realized that how can I be an effective financial advisor if I haven't really got clarity on my own path towards financial freedom? Before we give out a helping hand to others, we need to help ourselves first. We need to prioritize ourselves first, because that's only when we can show up better for our loved ones, show up better for our clients, show up better for the people around us. If you're curious about how my one-on-one coaching program works, you can check the link below. And this is where I guide my clients in 8 weeks to have clarity in funding their own dreams to reality with ease. I just love being that guiding light to my clients in the same way my mentors have as well for my life, because I've seen the life-changing impact it has brought to my life. Third money habit is having a money date twice a month. Yep, I like to call it money date because it just sounds more exciting and more intentional. So when I say money date, it's my money date to myself. And this is where I really take the time to check my expenses, pay my bills, the status of my savings, the status of my net worth. And yes, I only do this twice a month. There's really no need to do daily expense tracking, daily budgeting apps, because I've tried all of that, and it's just a lot of work that is not really necessary or essential. As I've shared before, I've really stuck to a financial system that I only have to check twice a month. So even back when I had a corporate job, this is when I would get paid twice a month, like mid-month and end of the month. And even when I became a business owner and I'm the one paying myself, I still decided to continue that paycheck payroll cycle of twice a month, because that also allows me to really sit down and look at my finances, objectively. I don't have to think about like, oh, did I pay my phone bill? Did I pay my electricity bill? Am I going out of budget this day? Like, I don't really think about that anymore. This is a system that I teach my clients with, and they've also realized the same thing. Like, oh my gosh, pwede pala siyang simple at madali, but also exciting, because you know that you're so intentional that you use a system, a financial system that fast tracks your dreams. Because we think that, doing our finances is this all consuming, time consuming task, when it could really be so simple. I swear. Because sometimes we think that something that's important has to be hard, has to be something that, takes so much time, but it doesn't have to be that way. Fourth money habit, and I wouldn't even call it just a money habit, it's just like an overall habit that has affected my decisions around money and my life, and it's really a daily brain dump of my thoughts through journaling. So just to clarify here, this is not journaling your expenses every day. No, like, I don't do that. I don't recommend that. This is my brain dump of the the thoughts that are not serving me around money, the mindset blocks that I have, and really reframing them. When I say reframe, is that sometimes we think that we have this mindset block that is a block. Like it's like a challenge, like a problem, you know. But when I reframe it, I like to reframe it to an opportunity, to a learning experience. And it doesn't become a problem anymore. It's just something that is part of the growth process. Because I realized that your money beliefs, your mindset around money really show up in your life more than you think. So for instance, like, you know, based on my experience and also coaching my clients, like I've seen, like, for instance, if you always want to please your family, so you keep overgiving and you keep treating them and there's nothing left to yourself, and what happens is you give in to temporary happiness for yourself. You forget about the big dreams that you have because all of your energy, all of your effort, all of your hard-earned money ends up going to your loved ones, and yung natitira sa'yo, latak na lang, diba? And so yung latak na yon, what do you do with it? You use it to buy the small things that give you some kind of, you know, dopamine hit or temporary happiness. But in the long term, all you have is this resentment. Bakit kasi ganun, may obligation na ganun? Bakit kasi may burden na ganun? And so it builds up resentment because you don't get to end up using your money for your own well-being, for your own dreams. And that's why for me, it's super, super important to be aware of these thoughts, that you may not be aware that they are limiting you. And for me, one of those things that I do is journaling, you know, brain dump my thoughts and really being so honest with myself when there's something that is limiting me or something that I have resistance towards. This is something I do on top of, you know, having a mentor, you know, having someone to talk to, having an accountability partner. I realized before that I wouldn't start my own business, you know, or do a passion project, I wouldn't be consistent at doing a passion project, was because I had this repetitive thought to myself that, like, oh, if you do that, you might drain out your savings, you might like fail. I didn't realize that that's been like a thought on replay in my head for years and years, and because of that, I didn't invest in accepting help to start my business. I didn't invest in the equipment that I needed to do my passion projects. I didn't invest in the time I needed to work on these projects. That's why it's so important to be aware of these thoughts that may be unconsciously dictating your money habits, your life decisions, because that's really how powerful our thoughts are. Fifth money habit is enjoy hobbies or passion projects outside of work. The reason for this is because I realized that I was stressed about work, or when things are not going my way when it comes to my work, shopping became a coping mechanism for me to de-stress or have, you know, the retail therapy that we keep thinking it's normal, that it should be okay. But when it becomes this cycle, it's no longer okay because we are robbing ourselves from having the joy, the true joy that we want for our lives. For me, I poured into creating more content on YouTube. I decided to go on TikTok, or I just wanted to do more outdoor activities. I went biking, I got back into more reading, and we just realized that there are just so much more options, so much more ways to de-stress or to enjoy life besides just scrolling on our phone, looking at the next thing that will make us feel good about ourselves, you know? Oh yeah, recently, I want to share this. I did this cute painting. Okay. Don't judge my painting skills, but I just want to share this one, that this is one of the hobbies that I've been enjoying lately, which is painting. So I'm not like the best painter in the world, but that's not the point. The point is, sometimes it's just fun to play. It's just fun to do things outside the whole seriousness of, oh, we need to make money, we need to earn an income, Like, we forget to, like, how can we enjoy now? For me, you know, I was asked by a client about, like, Coach, what truly brings you joy? And it gave me, you know, time to think, and there's just a lot of things, but ultimately I realized that for me, I'm most joyful when I simply just be and not always focus on doing. When I'm being, not just doing. You know, when I say being, it's like being fully present in the moment, being fully present with my loved ones, being fully present biking, being fully present hiking, or like being fully present drinking my tea or having my cup of coffee in the morning, and being fully present and listening attentively to my clients. Like, those are the simple moments that we forget. Like, these are the things that bring us the most joy. It's not the things. When we build that habit of, you know, doing things that we always wanted to do and not focus on buying things that we've always wanted, we become more joyful because we create more experiences. We cherish more of those memories. Speaking of money beliefs, check out this video where I dive into the importance of this and how it really is the building blocks in building the right money habits. And I'll see you there.